Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler V, Series V's I'm due for Luana. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks. I'm not going to lie. I am very excited for this because the last review I just did was very good, and I'm hoping to continue that. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. Excuse me. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? What happens to be my dope shirt. One of a few that I have, actually, I've acquired over the years. What is Dope? And, in case maybe you just don't know, Dope is a band. At this point, it's basically one guy who's, like, the main creative entity, but, they were a band, and, they started out in New York, back in, like, the sort of, like, early to mid-90s. Then eventually migrated to my neck of the woods. They actually made Illinois and Chicago and all that kind of, their ground, not ground zero. They're like sort of center of command for quite a while. Though at this point, I believe they moved more sort of out west at this point. But I really like Dope a lot. They're sort of an industrial nu metal band that, really kind of hit their peak in sort of the late 90s, early 2000s era. And I was just instantly enamored with them. First time I saw one of their music videos, I was like, I need to go out and buy that CD. And I've really enjoyed their stuff ever since. I've actually got videos of performances of theirs that I've attended over the years. They're on the channel as well, just in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I think they're a really awesome band. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, I just got through reviewing a little tiny Bundt Cake, from a place called Nothing Bundt Cakes. Fun little pun. And this was their strawberry and cream. Go watch that review if you want my full thing to that. I alluded to this one in there, because I got another one, folks. It's boom! It is their lemon raspberry, which is like their currently featured flavor at the time I'm doing this. I have to admit, I was a little bit disappointed because I had gone on their website and I'd seen that they'd offered, I think just previously in the, previous month, their featured one was a pineapple upside down cake. And, you all know I'm a pineapple slut. So I was like, but lemon raspberry, not a lemon raspberry slut by nature, but, this is a local establishment. What would that being the case? It means that this review and my last one are going to end up on my Eating Out Illinois playlist, which is a playlist for just, cool local spots. But let's go ahead. Let's open it up. And these were coming like fresh. Like they were literally putting these out right when I got there. So, all right. Now the only thing is, I like the, the setup and everything is a little bit, I guess maybe you'd like sort of spoon it out normally, but I don't know, man. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright, and this one isn't... Alright, it looks like that. Ha 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 ha. Definitely still has that cream cheese topping, which is... Oh, man, that's so good. Let's give it a go. Very lemony. Very lemony. Very lemony. That lemon's got some depth to it. I like that a lot. Because the thing is, like I mentioned in the other one, like, I don't eat Bundt Cakes all that often, it's typically one of those things, like every now and again my dad or my stepmom or something would go over there and get one from, just like a supermarket bakery. It'd be something to have on the kitchen table. Every now and again you could snack on it. Lemon was definitely one of the more common flavors that we would grab. Lemon and, like, chocolate, I think, were probably the two that we grabbed the most. And I gotta say, this is doing things that none of those lemons ever did. Like, just the vibrancy and, like, not only are you getting just this nice lemon flavor, but you're getting dimensions of lemon flavor. It's not just, just straight, oh, it's just lemon. You're getting elements of acidity. You're getting elements almost of sort of a slight bitterness from sort of almost like the rind kind of thing, not in a bad way. But there's like a complexity to the lemon flavor that I've never had in a Bundt cake. That is exceptional. And then, yeah, you just get little sort of hits of raspberry sort of throughout, which is very nice. It kind of, it offers up a different, but not entirely dissimilar kind of flavor profile, because it's got the sweetness, but then it also has, its own little tartness to kind of go along with it. Yeah, man, I swear this place is just, again, I said it in my previous review, doing this is making me realize I really need to hit up more bakeries when I do these reviews, because I really, I'm not a bakery guy, I used to work at a bakery. It was, not a bad experience, but not always one I look back on fondly. Although I worked with some nice people. I worked with some bad people too, but cream cheese is fantastic. And the cool thing is, despite the fact that you got a little bit of a tartness from the cream cheese, definitely got some zing from the lemon, and also a little bit of tartness from the raspberry. It doesn't feel like over clustered, it doesn't feel confused or like it's doing too much of one thing. They're all doing similar things in their own way, but they're all doing them in their own way. And that's really exceptional. That shows, I'm not a fucking baker or anything like that, but that definitely shows like a level of understanding of, flavors and how to pair them and how to make that work. That's really good. I think that's fantastic. Now, all that said, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I'm going to add in a third question. Do I prefer it to the strawberry cream one? I'm going to go with yes, and not quite. So, for me, and I'm going to tie in 1 and 3 together. For me personally, I think that's really, again, I genuinely think, whereas the strawberry cream one was, I mentioned that's the best Bundt cake I've ever had. That was just tiers and tiers above the stuff that I've had throughout the course of my life. This one is definitely the best lemon Bundt cake that I've ever had, by miles. I love what they're doing with this. It's absolutely phenomenal. And there is a little bit more, I would say point for point, there's a little bit more complexity than with the strawberries and cream one, but just for me personally, flavor combination wise, the strawberries and cream I think is just a little bit more, it hits me personally because I like that flavor combination so much. So it's not that this one is doing anything wrong or that I'm not absolutely loving it, but again, it's just, strictly personal preference. I just like the strawberry one just a little bit more. But in terms of, in terms of being, for one thing, a featured flavor, I cannot fully understand it. This, as impressed as I was with the strawberries and cream one, this one, in terms of the complexity of the flavor and just the way that was put together, that fucking threw me in ways that I wasn't expecting. So, I'm going to do it, folks. I'm doing it 2 times in a row now. That doesn't happen often. I'm calling this the business. Because even though, like I said, the strawberry one is, a little bit more to my preference, the fact of the matter is, when I call something the business, what that's referring to, that means, for me, that whatever it is that I'm reviewing, it's essentially as good as it can be, or at the very least, minor tweaks or something like that. But, it's effectively almost perfect in doing what it needs to do. And I think that this is very much the case, just like with the strawberry one. Again, just the level of excitement that I had with every bite, just taking in more and, really trying to hone in on certain flavors and stuff like that. I never would have expected that from a Bundt cake. So yeah, I am 100% giving 2 2, which does not happen often, 2 instances, I'm calling it the business. And for that reason alone, obviously, I'm recommending this place. Like, this is, I'm going to have to come back eventually and, review more of their stuff because this is just exceptional, and it really does go to show just the difference, like, and I'm not trying to shit on, like, supermarket bakeries or anything. Like I said, that's where I worked. I know that those folks are hardworking. I know that they're, doing what they can with, what they're given. This is definitely showcasing, just that difference that it makes, when it's a personal kind of thing, when it's, a smaller type of establishment. It's phenomenal. So, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of months. Stupendous rest of your year, folks. Give yourselves a truly strawberry or lemon raspberry tastic rest of your life, I guess. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do we do if we can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important that we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's one that I'm going to toss out to you. I don't know when I'm going to get back out this way to do another review of this place, but I definitely want to at some point. Toss out some ideas, or toss out some suggestions for flavor ideas to go over there and recommend. I know that, I couldn't tell you I know that they've got like a red velvet, they've got a carrot cake, there's like a chocolate chip, I think. There's definitely other ones. But even if it's not one that specifically, just toss out ideas for me, Maybe I can see if they have something equivalent or something like that. Because, like I said, this has very much opened up my eyes, Even though I knew that, you get some great bakeries out there. This is a special day.